Hello leaders, my name is Shane Malcolm, Executive Director of Leadership Niagara, and this is Return on Leadership. So what are you working on right now? I'm sure you have your hands in many things, but just give us a rundown of what's going on in Jeff's world.
So right now I'm working at the Niagara Region in homelessness services. So I'm the Homelessness Action Plan Advisor. It's a really exciting opportunity to help bring together a lot of people and a lot of different moving parts around a very complex issue that Niagara's facing. So really interesting. I also, of course, sit on the board of Leadership Niagara. I'm sure you've heard of it. And I am chairing the PAC, but also I'm involved in a local initiative around social innovation and social enterprise that's been going on for about six or seven years. And so we're a small but mighty group of community folks who are interested in social innovation and social enterprise and have been helping bring together a community of practitioners to support that. We've actually had some national recognition, which is really, really good. And Niagara's actually a hotspot for this kind of conversation.
And so this was something you got involved with 6 years ago? Were you part of the founding kind of group? Because you have your fingers in a lot of things that I believe has a Jeff thread to be like, oh, Jeff was part of the first 4 people that were involved in this.
Yeah, so in that case, I would like to take credit for being one of the first few people involved. But as a lot of community initiatives happen, it's really about finding out who already near the beginning is working on it and bringing everyone together. So it's kind of, I would say, a fallacy to think that I or we, the small group, was doing. There's actually a lot of interest around, but they hadn't mobilized together in a way that together addressed the issue. So really that's the role, but it was about 6 or 7 years ago. It started with a few of us, in my case, at Niagara College when I was working there, and it just moved and moved as things are wont to do, and we really focused on building the community as a key piece of that.
Wow, that's good. And I think it's the journey 6 years into it. I'm sure it hasn't been very easy. Again, it's community work. It's, everyone's doing this after their 9 to 5s. So the dedication that I'm assuming it takes to kind of not only be part of initiatives, but also see them through and be involved over a period of time. I'm sure that is, a tremendous kind of time on your hand in terms of being involved in this way.
Community work tends to go slowly. It tends to not follow a well-designed pathway for success. Lots of moving parts emerge as you're working on something. New partners will come to the table halfway through an initiative with the right answer for something. And then a lot of times when initiatives flounder, they aren't ready to recognize new partners, new opportunities, and so they stick to the original plan. So it takes a lot. It does take dedication, but more so I'd say it takes patience. And it takes sort of a type of vision where you're looking at the periphery of what's happening and able to make sense out of things that may only tangentially be involved in what you're doing, but later turn out to be a critical part.
It's interesting that you talk about the patience involved and the solutions or the right people may come in midway. Just going back to your experience with being involved with PAC these years and kind of seeing so many, cohorts of students graduate and leaders go out into the community. Isn't that a hard skill set to develop, that understand, because it's so different from, I think, the normal workplace setting where, it's a start finish, and here you are kind of trying to say, go slow to go fast kind of thing, which is a very, I think, unique concept for most people in the business world. Is that fair to say? But how does that impact the development of community leaders as they kind of try to adopt and get into your space of getting involved? Like, what should they be expecting?
So there's a couple things here. From a personal perspective, it's a great opportunity to learn a variety of tools that are used in different sectors or in addressing challenges of different types, and bring them back to your workplace, to your personal life, to your interests, especially for participants who sit on boards or have other leadership opportunities that they're already engaged in. There's an extra tools that you can use and different ways of seeing the challenges and addressing them. For the businesses and the organizations sending people, it's critical because you're actually bringing back then at the end of the program, back into your fold, into your team, you're bringing people with a whole bunch of new tools that are able to address some of the issues. Similar issues that happen in the community also happen in the workplace. There's social challenges, there are a variety of different types of challenges. And so having staff who have this type of extra experience and extra knowledge and extra toolkit is really, really a benefit. So I think it's really, really important. The other piece is that more and more there's evidence building that on the business side, socially minded businesses that are having strong impacts in their community are also becoming stronger businesses. So there's a lot of discussion and research around doing better financially by doing good
in the business.
You're doing more good in the community and how you situate your business in your community.
Want to hear more? Stay tuned in for the next part of this series on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter.